service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily Podcast is a service of CNC News, and it's brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 members with business solutions since 1984. Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords and her husband met with State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman in Saratoga Springs over the weekend to support the state's new gun show procedures. The regulations were developed by the Attorney General and the state's major gun show operators to make sure background checks are conducted every time a firearm is sold at a show in New York. Nearly 36 gun show operators have signed. Giffords and her husband, astronaut Captain Mark Kelly, endorsed the New York protocols as a model for other states. Giffords survived a mass shooting at a meeting with her constituents, and since she's been recovering, she and her husband have formed Americans for Responsible Solutions, trying to find solutions to mass shootings that are constitutional and will actually work. Governor Andrew Cuomo and other officials reopened the Statue of Liberty Sunday under an agreement reached with the federal government. The state is paying the operating costs for the statue and the park through Thursday, possibly longer, while this partial federal shutdown continues. It's costing more than $61,000 a day. But Governor Cuomo says that cost is worth it for the state to offset the loss of tourism dollars when the statue is closed. Rochester police are investigating several shooting incidents in the city on Sunday. In the first, a woman was shot in front of a house on Brown Street. She is recovering at Strong Memorial Hospital. That was early Sunday morning. Police said the victim may not have been the intended target. A couple of hours later, shots were fired on Pierpont Street on the west side. 3 people were hurt. One is at Strong, 2 at Rochester General Hospital, all with gunshot wounds to the lower body, and police are investigating what caused both of those incidents. And a Rochester man was shot by a police officer Sunday night after officers confronted 2 men on North Street. Now, police haven't released many details. Officers were called to the 700 block of North Street for a report of 2 suspicious men. The men ran. Officers chased them on foot to the area of the Gant Community Center, and there 1 man was shot. That suspect is in Strong Memorial Hospital and is expected to recover. Police said one of the men was armed. They have not said yet why the officer fired. A 2-alarm fire early Sunday morning damaged a house on Fairbridge Street in Rochester, also spread to the empty house next door before firefighters could get it under control. And these shots from Monroe County Fire Wire give you an idea of what firefighters were looking at when they arrived on the scene. The first floor fully involved in flames and the fire spreading to the house next door. 3 people got out safely. Officials are still investigating, and they have listed the cause as suspicious. Wegmans and Teamsters Local 118 announced a tentative agreement Saturday, a day after they resumed contract talks. Neither side is releasing details, but the agreement will be put to a vote by about 900 members of the union. Local 118 represents warehouse workers, drivers, and skilled tradesmen at Wegmans headquarters in Rochester. A Batavia man has been charged with second-degree menacing Sunday after pointing a loaded shotgun at another person during a domestic dispute. The Genesee County Sheriff's Office says Kevin Lampman was arrested and sent to the Genesee County Jail. Links to these and other stories are to the left of the player window on CNC News pages, and at the bottom of the CNC pages, links you can use to post news and information right to us. So the next news is as it happens, updates are as necessary, and I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.